Hey cousins, so I'm going to be the last story you hear before I drop the diabetes awareness fundraising class tomorrow, Saturday, November 23rd at 7 a.m. Although I am not a diabetic, unfortunately, I have a life that has been affected by both type 1 and type 2. My sister has type 1 diabetes, which is said to be an autoimmune disease. The body attacks the pancreas cells, which alters how it's able to produce insulin. My sister wears an insulin patch, which also has an app that tries to help estimate how much insulin she needs throughout the day. She gives herself insulin shots, and hearing her app beep is like a life alert to me. I try not to be the helicopter sister when we go out and we're eating and things, but when it beeps, I automatically panic. I'm like, what do I need to do? What do we need to change? And she provides me with comfort, but I cannot stop myself from thinking something is about to go all the way wrong. My sister does the best that she can to manage her diabetes, type 1. We challenge each other with walks. She comes to trap cardio, but sometimes her diabetic neuropathy, which is the damaging of her nerves, prevents her from doing those things. But instead of focusing on the negatives, I encourage her along the way. That's why she is seen a lot of the times dancing in her chair on the side. And oftentimes, if you do not see her in class, it is because she is having a medical issue. I don't often share, but when I do, I thank my community for the support they give us. Tiffany gave us a bunch of lifesavers. Who knew that lifesavers save lives? Gave my sister a bunch of lifesavers that she actually uses whenever that beep, beep, beep happens and her sugar is low. So thank you. Did not expect these emotions to come, but I also don't talk about these things. So thank you for giving me the space to talk about things that I don't normally share. I just do not like to sit in sadness or worry or concern. I'm always thinking about how can we move on from here. So next is my dad. So my dad had type 2 diabetes. We always think that diabetes only affects the people who are diagnosed with it, but it affects everyone around you. As a teenager, along with playing sports and academics, we also had medical professionals come to our house to teach us how to give insulin injections and things to do when my dad diabetic neuropathy would occur. It was not uncommon for us to be outside at funerals, at events, and my dad's legs would just give way. So it was always a sense of we have to stay on alert in case he cannot hold himself up. Diabetes is also one of the things that led him to early retirement and his inability to fully recover after his open heart surgery. My dad needed 24-hour care. And as a family, we decided that the nursing home would be the best decision as my mom was still raising 2 teenage daughters. 2 very active teenage daughters. The effects of diabetes, like the neuropathy, poor circulation, led to my dad developing gangrene in one of his legs. And he eventually became an amputee. It affected us physically because now my dad's not in the house as we known him to be. It affected us financially. I actually started working at 14 to try to help with things around the house. Been working ever since. And ultimately, even with heart disease and having the open heart surgery, my dad's cause of death was kidney disease, which is a fatal conclusion to diabetes. Oh my goodness. Okay. Again, I say, Trap Cardio was created with my dad and others in mind. I'm very passionate about diabetes awareness because I feel like in our community, we are too complacent with the disease. Type 2 diabetes is a disease. And I feel like we almost treat it as a rite of passage. Like, you got the high blood sugar, you got the diabetes. Okay, girl, me too. Take your insulin and eat that cake, girl. You take what pills? You got your metformin? Oh, I got my metformin too, girl. Cheers. And that's not cool. And I think we're too comfortable with being reactive versus proactive. So I'm going to try until the day that I die to provide all the education, all the resources that I can. I'm going to encourage you to go to the doctor regularly. Just because you don't get it checked don't mean it's not happening. And the goal is to get ahead in the wellness game. And although everybody assumes Trap Cardio is about the music, it's a mindset too. I feel like in a lot of situations, as diabetes, we are trapped in the way we think. And I feel like if we know better, we'll do better. So that's going to always be my mission, to set us free. So hopefully, I see you Saturday. The class is free. We are accepting donations that go directly to the American Diabetes Association to help continue the education and resources for those who are dealing with diabetes, versus be it indirectly or directly. We will have Molina Healthcare in the building doing blood sugar checks. Our cousin, Country Cakes, will be traveling from North Carolina to not only provide diabetes-friendly treats, which are keto-friendly, but she's also raffling off a 2-month membership to the cousins out there, be it in person or virtual. And the only thing you have to do to enter yourself in that raffle is to register on our website right there. You can get through it through trap-cardio.com, or you can go directly through this link. All the things work. We will also have vendors, RVA Fitness Warriors, who provide free fitness classes to the community. We have a diabetic trainer, 2 Deep Fitness, who will be there, who can not only guide you with your fitness journey with diabetes, he's also a type 1 diabetic. So, talk about the resources. And we will also have other fitness businesses such as Steve Miller Fit X and Bodywork, who will provide you with other resources and protein drinks and things of that nature. My focus has never been on Trap Cardio being your everything, but I do want you to find something that will help you put your wellness first. So I'm going to provide you with all the options that I have. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all Saturday. Also, class will be an hour and a half. We're starting at 7:30 a.m. and ending at 9. We don't wait for the beat to drop. We drop the beat.